think there's a disconnect because I think two goal oriented people like Darwin asked the question, who can cook, who's the good woman, and most of the time those disciplined women that came from two parent homes had parents that were shuffling them a certain direction. So like y'all said earlier, I'll take that everybody think they're a good person until somebody meet them or whatever. But a lot of the females that I know that were like that had a mission when they got to college. And like I was on the track team, so I wasn't thinking about, I can honestly say I wasn't thinking about marriage. I was trying to keep my scholarship. But it didn't mean I wasn't marriage material. I was just focused and in the zone. So a lot of times the women that and men that should be together, especially in college campuses, are mismatched or their schedules are jacked because he might be doing something in engineering or he might be playing basketball and you might be running track and y'all just never really just cross paths like y'all should. And all they're running into is the girls that's at the club with their feet on the wall with the bounce music going in Louisiana. Wop, 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 wop. That's all that they see.
I
And
fuck
for
them up.
us, all we run up on are the guys that don't understand why I gotta go to practice every day. He a lame. Like, so it's just kind of, I feel like a miscommunication. And I feel like if we start earlier for a meeting space where with people with like life paths, um that if this wouldn't be so much of a misunderstanding and a gap, because I believe that it is a misunderstanding, and all those people that want to be out there like that, twerking on the wall, getting married when they're 55, they should be together somewhere.
I
And
agree with you.
As a
Hmm.
matter of fact, I
You
would say
get
this.
married earlier.
I would
That's
say
that
this.
So we
instead of
gotta
going.
wait till they get humble, and then when they get humbled and they have their kids and have their divorces, then they come
Well,
to you ready with the Lord, and they're gonna make you wait to
well,
have
if you
sex with them till married.
boy,
get with
bye.
her,
I'm about to go, JR. I
Hey,
gotta go get up
I got a
early.
question. I got a question for the ladies. What percentage of men do y'all say are good marriageable men?
that's a lot of them. That's a lot of them.
Man, just give me a number.
Fifty
I
percent.
would say, I would
50%?
say, I would say 45%.
45? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, Shan.
I'm not answering this question again for another week in a row. I'll just go with what Cookie with
Okay,
average between the two.
I go
fair.
50.
And then London,
30 to 40.
30 to 40. Okay, and what percentage of women would y'all say are good marriageable women?
The same
Fif-
amount.
35%.
15.
So roughly about the same, right?
15.
No, no. Ruth said something completely different. You said 35% of women. Okay,
I say
that's
15.
that's
You
All right.
being
that's a big
too nice,
separation.
Ruth.
Those are big separations
I
from you.
think
They ain't say the
I
same.
think
They
y'all
might be getting remarried. I don't know, but
I think y'all are being
35%.
generous in y'all numbers. I think if y'all were being, I think if y'all were,
I said more for the men though. I
yeah,
said
no, no, no.
50%.
Even for the men, I think y'all are being generous for y'all answer. I think y'all will probably be.
How
If
you
this,
gonna ask me a question and then tell me I'm being generous?
I
That's
said, I'm just
crazy.
saying what I'm thinking.
It's
Let me just say what I'm thinking so I can make my
a
point.
swing.
It depends on where you are, though.
You
It
should have
It
depends
said
don't
on
it.
matter.
where
He
you
about to
are.
make the same point anyway. He gonna
Let me
make the
make
same point anyway. Let him go.
Go
let me
ahead.
make my point.
You
I think
right,
y'all are
Trey.
being generous, but I accept y'all answers. Then we roughly about what 10 or 15% away from being from the numbers actually matching that, where the amount of good marriageable men are actually marrying the good marriageable women. Right now, women are hovering around 30 some percent. Men are also hovering around 30 some percent. 10, 15 percentage points, they'd be right around what y'all say. So, I mean, is it beyond the realm of possibility to understand that given what we think about good marriageable people, that the solutions that we're seeing from both sides is beyond the realm of possibility? Like we see from this side, a lot of women are saying this is how you got to approach these relationships because majority of them niggas ain't shit. And then on this side, we see a bunch of men saying this is how you deal with these women because majority of them women ain't shit.
That's why you look for love, because the way the universe works, you're not gonna cross the path of somebody you really want to spend the rest of your life with.
Big facts. And so when you say
The
leveling up,
odds are you're not.
the men are not going to college to level up. It's my point. They'll never level up. Is my point.
No,
They're
they
not
they
going to do it.
Who not
I'm
going? It
not.
was never black men in my college.
No. I'm just listen. What I'm saying is more women go to college, right? My point is, it's a group of men that they're just never going to do it. Is my point. It's going to be a lot of them that do it. I see them all the time. It's good men working hard, yes, but there's some of them they're never going to get married or level up. And
That's fair.
that's the people I'm like, if you tell them to level up, it ain't never going to happen. Is all I'm saying.
Well, most
I
people ain't
think
gonna be
it's
able to
more
make this.
women
Hold on,
doing
hold
that
on,
than
hold on. Go ahead,
men.
London. Go ahead, London.
So one thing that you didn't mention though, Sweeney, you said good marriageable people. We meet them all the time. Somebody that's good and a nice. They don't even have to be wholesome, but a nice person that you're like, oh, okay, they solid, but they're not your person, and so that dwindles down the number even further down.
Yeah.
Because I
That's what
really
I'm
like,
saying.
if you ask me that number, I'm gonna say 2%. I'm not gonna say 34. I'm gonna say 2% of men do I feel like are compatible with me specifically.
Well, yeah, not specifically to you, because then we get oddly specific when we talk about ourselves. I'm just talking about when you look at the world in general and you say, okay, this group of people and these group of people, how many of these people are marriageable people? Because I think when we look at the marriage numbers and then we say, okay, I think the marriage numbers average out to the way that people feel about one another. So when you look at men and you look at women and you see how they feel about each other, the numbers kind of start to make sense. The prescriptions start to make sense. Like, I see why y'all only prescribe this type of behavior, because this is what you're experiencing. Then you look on the other side and say, I see why y'all say go out there and get a BBL or whatever, because that's what all the men are paying attention to. And the good marriageable men are all taking out the show. I'm not saying that this is necessarily true for the majority of people, but because we're online and we're seeing this shit happen online, that's what they're offering, because that's what they're seeing.
But here's what y'all
That's
missing
why I'm
in
not
London's
stressing.
statement that she just made.
One out of 50.
She just exposed the double standard. She just said that there's only 2% of the men are compatible with me. When we talking about marriage, when we just identified and made it clear that women dictate the terms in the market for recreational use and men dictate the terms in the market for marriage. She is right there she is doing what a lot of women are doing. Not only are they trying to dictate the terms for recreational use, in which men have no issue. Men are not going into the market saying, oh, she's not compatible with me for sex. No, you just got to have your bread right so you can get your pick of the litter. And we don't have no issue. We just go get our bread right so we can have the pick of the litter. But now they're saying you also have to meet my criteria for marriage as a woman. Whenever she is not the one who to dictate the terms for meeting the criteria, if she is to be a helpmeet in a marriage.
I just gotta love you.
So, right, so
My only criteria is that I love you, and I love all of you, my people.